big, wide open desert. But after 10 years of driving the dually, you still cut the corner tight, ran over a bush, this thick of a stick, punctured the tire. Punctured it.
Sunsets like a tangerine. Let's find a road we've never seen. Life is short, make it sweet.
Good morning.
Good morning. Cheers.
Love you.
Love
Good morning,
you.
everybody.
Howdy doody.
Happy Sunday.
Mm.
Sunday. We are coming
That's right.
to you on Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday!
Well, you know, Quartzsite time is a little bit different here.
That's true.
Quartzsite days and times.
We're all on Quartzsite time
Yes.
for the past week.
Yep. So last Saturday, we went to the first day.
Yesterday, but last Saturday.
Right.
A week ago yesterday. A week ago Saturday. A week ago whatever the date was. It's Quartzsite time.
January 18th was the first day of the quote-unquote big tent, the Quartzsite Sports Vacation and RV Show. And for the first time, after coming here for several years, we decided to go be there at 9 o'clock when they opened. So we were actually there about 8:15.
That was 9 o'clock Quartzsite time.
Yes. First day when the gates open, we were there this time. And it wasn't very crowded for at that time of morning. Maybe people were chilly and they didn't want to get up yet because we heard that later on it was very, very, very packed.
Yeah.
But not when we were there. So if you want to miss the crowds, go right at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we kind of chatted about it last week on our Saturday Night Live chat. We were live last Saturday, not just alive, we were live. So if you didn't catch that, you can go back and recap that.
Watch the replay on that.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yes. So we had fun chatting with you and kind of giving you a little glimpse of first day at the show on that one. On Sunday, we went back.
Can't get enough the first day, so you go back the second day.
Well, we went back for a specific
Yes.
purpose and person. We wanted to see Todd from Big Beard Batteries, and he also is one of the instructors or the creator or the owner of the RV Technical Institute.
Yeah, he's part of
National RV Technical Institute, I think is what it's called. But anyhow, we wanted to go and catch him there. So very nice guy, funny.
Mm-hmm.
We had him do a little clip for us to try and convince my brother to go to the training school. So it was really fun to meet him. But we got to the tent thing early, and so to kill some time, we went and had lunch at Gringo's.
Yeah.
Yum yum. And then we went to go see him, and then we just came home. On Monday, we both worked.
Yeah.
Because what else was there to do when we had like big winds? So
More wind.
more wind, but everybody else talking about the wind here.
We're tired of talking about it.
Yeah, we are too.
You're tired
It
of hearing
wasn't
about it.
horrible like we had down south, but it was just crummy enough you couldn't sit outside.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday morning, one of the first things we did was we had to kind of not really fix our slide topper, but we had to readjust it because it had kind of gotten messed up from the wind the day before. And then I worked all day. And then not all day, all morning.
Morning.
Yes, because we had a lunch date with Diane and Charlie, viewers of ours.
It was so cool to meet you guys and sit and chat.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh.
I forgot. Excuse me a minute. I have to get something.
Oh. You want, I'll sing and dance.
Yeah, you do. You entertain them while I'm gone. Tell jokes. Be silly. Oh, be yourself.
I don't have any jokes. I'll just sit here and look pretty. It's really hard to sit here and look pretty for that long.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That might not have been a smart thing to say.
Depends on who you're talking about. Okay.
This was awesome.
Yes. So we met up with Diane and Charlie for lunch. We went to Times 3 Family Restaurant.
Yeah.
Sad to hear that they might be closing. Or that
Well, we don't know.
For sale.
There's
something
a rumor.
like that.
Yeah.
There is a for sale sign out front.
There's chit chat about it.
And they brought us the sweetest, cutest little gift. It is a picture frame that's a radio.
An old-time radio.
Old-time radio.
For an old-time
And
fart.
They put the picture in there. So they captured an image from video and...
Well, the first thing is Charlie's like, yeah, you know what, we were walking through a thrift store, and I walk up, and then this is in one of the shelves. He says, I see it, and I go, I know who needs that.
Instantly, yeah.
He found this in a thrift store, and it had our picture in it.
Don't think that's how it really happened. But, and what he really wanted, which would have been really apropos, was to find the
Yeah.
picture of you holding your radio award.
Yeah.
And, but this is adorable. It
Yes.
is so cute. We love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we will treasure it always. So thank you
Yes.
so much, Diane and
Thanks.
Charlie. It was wonderful spending time with you.
Yes, it was.
And thank you for the darling gift. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
On Wednesday, we both worked again, and then you came out here and noticed we had a flat tire.
Well, every day, even when I'm not a travel day or we're not going anywhere, I check the tires. And I know you're supposed to really check the tires with an air pressure gauge, which I do a lot of times, but I go around and I beat them with my hand.
Kind of like a trucker, you know.
You with the
Bump,
stick.
bump, bump.
And I know what they sound like. And I hit the outside dually on the passenger side, and I went, ooh, that's not good. Doesn't sound like there's any air in that tire.
Uh-oh.
It's flat.
It was flat. Come to find out, once he took it off, he had punctured it running over a stick.
The stick jumped out in front of me.
Yeah. I have never seen these cactus or these bushes jump. We're not near any cholla. Maybe you could have gotten away with that if it were cholla jumped up at you. But
And I will admit, we're out here in the middle of the desert. It's wide open where we turn to get to this spot.
well,
And the stick finds me.
that's how it is. Yes. Yes. So you kind of called around and
Made a few calls, found 2 or 3 different tire shops in Quartzsite that would repair flats.
yeah, and you found one. We're going to go there tomorrow. I mean, in
Yeah.
our story,
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah.
go there the next day.
Yeah.
But before that, Scott and Shauna from Jant's Road Trippin' swung by for a
Yes.
visit. So
And Amara.
And America. Oh, she is just so cute. When we went to go visit them, she was very busy playing with other dogs, so she didn't even want to pay attention to us. But this time she did. We got lots of lovin's from America this time. So it's always fun to visit with Scott and Shauna.
We
they're
love
just,
them.
Yeah, we just love
You
them.
guys are awesome.
They're so energetic and so fun. Just love them to death. So even though they're
And by the way, their channel's Jant's Road Trippin'.
Jant's Road Trippin', yep.
So
Yeah.
check them out.
Yeah, check them out. So even though they're not that much younger than me, I still feel like they're kids.
They're kids.
They're kids. I always call them the kids. Those kids are so funny. So we love you guys. So on Thursday morning, we got up and went to go get the truck tire fixed, and you weren't even sure if this place was going to be able to do it. It's right in front of the Pilot. It's called Southern Tire Mart.
Yeah.
And it's right in front of the Pilot out there on Main Street in Quartzsite.
So they're actually having to drill this piece of wood out of the tire.
Yeah, they're going to try to punch it out, but it's not budging.
Scalpel. There it is.
It disintegrated, so nothing to show.
Oh,
Nothing to show.
And you went in, talked to Dakota, the manager.
Yeah, actually, I talked to, oh shoot, what's her name? Carla?
I think it's Carla.
Yeah, talked
Yeah.
to her,
Carla
and
with
she
the K.
says, sure, no problem, we can do that, blah, 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 because I told her it was a pickup truck. You know, it's not a semi, which is what this place is. It's a semi
Yeah, it's a
repair
truck
shop,
care service.
truck care
yeah.
service for semis. And she goes, yeah, it's not a big RV. And I said, no, it's just on a pickup truck. She says, okay, we'll get that taken care of for you. So ended up talking to Dakota, the manager, and he is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
That place is awesome.
He was great. And just recently he took over that
Yeah.
shop, and he obviously knows the area, and he told his superiors or whoever,
Yeah.
he said, in the wintertime, there are thousands of additional customers here with vehicles, not just truckers come swinging through the city, the city, the
Pickup
town.
trucks, cars, vans,
Yes.
everything like that.
He
that
says we need to get
they didn't touch before.
the machine that works with passenger vehicle tires.
Yeah.
So they got him the machine that takes the tires off and puts them back on again. And they've gotten a lot of business from that. And so if you don't know, and you're in Quartzsite, and you have a passenger vehicle, whether it be truck, van, you're towed, go check out Southern Tire Mart in front of the Pilot. Google will tell you it's across the street, but it's
Yeah.
in the same parking lot as the Pilot. You
Yeah,
turn
it
like
is.
you're going into there. And
And the thing is, they're not sponsoring this. We paid
No.
for the tire repair
yeah.
and everything. But we were so impressed with Dakota and his staff. It was an
Yeah.
amazing experience
We
just to get a
actually-
tire change.
we actually thought that our bill would be more than it was
Yeah,
for the
much
amount
more.
of time and personnel that
Yeah.
worked on it. So if you need any tire, we hope that you don't, but if you do,
Yeah,
go see Dakota at Southern Tire Mart there in front of the Pilot.
that's the place.
That's the place. So we got us all fixed up.
And just for giggles and grins, if you do have something that needs to be fixed there, just tell them Tom and Lori sent you there.
Yes, because we gave
You
him
know?
our card. We
Yeah.
talked to him. He let us video some.
And like I said, he didn't pay for anything. We paid for everything. So.
Right. He didn't.
But just do that.
Yeah. And since we were just across the street, we decided to go get some Outback pizza.
Yes.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my gosh, and their breadsticks. Amazing. Yes.
It
they're
was
so good.
$7 for breadsticks, and I figured, you get 3, maybe 4.
That's a
You know,
whole
you got
bunch.
like 4.5 pounds of breadsticks.
I think it's probably a small pizza's worth of the dough, and their flavor is so good. It's garlicky.
And we paid
but
for the
not
pizza too, by the way.
Oh yes, we did. We did.
But it's so good.
And it was nice and peaceful, and the pizza's really good.
Yes.
I'm still munching on that. We ordered a large so we could bring stuff home.
Yep.
You got wings, and
Yep.
we got the breadsticks, and it was just
Mwah.
really good.
Delish.
So we like Outback. Everybody talks about the other pizza place, but we like
Yeah.
this one. And then Friday.
We decided to go RV shopping.
No,
Oh.
we're touring
Oh,
RVs.
We decided to go RV touring.
Yes. And you put that video up, right?
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday.
So if you haven't
I thought
checked
we
it
put
out,
one up before that.
Huh?
Because we did 2 of them.
right?
Oh, we
You did the other one last week,
Yeah, Wednesday.
or
we did
whatever
one
day.
Yeah, we did one Wednesday and one on Friday. So
don't
we
remember.
went shopping 2 days.
we went looking around. So we actually saw a couple that we were interested in. Usually they're like
Oh.
meh.
Here we go.
But
Here we go.
But
Here we go.
unless on the other side of that rainbow we find that pot of gold, there's no way in heck we're ever going to be able to afford the RV and a new truck that would need.
And I know I've caught heck here recently for saying we're never going to be a
Thousand
member of Thousand Trails, and we're never going to, we won't use lithium, we
Yeah, I
blah,
don't-
blah, blah. I've learned to never say, I ain't never saying never again.
Well, for this particular thing, I think it's pretty safe to say we're never going to get one of those rigs.
Well,
anyway.
that's true. Not a new rig. That would
Yeah.
never happen. That would never happen.
That would never
Not for
happen.
those prices.
No, it was just crazy.
They were
They're
crazy.
so expensive.
But they were kind of neat looking. If you didn't see the videos, we had one on Wednesday and one on Friday. Go back, check them out. We'll link them below in the description. And that way you can just click through when you're finished with this one.
Yes.
And we're not finished yet, so
We're
just
finished.
sit tight.
Yeah. So don't click over yet, please. But we actually found a couple that have different floor plans. Don't
Yeah.
you get sick of, if you've ever gone touring RVs and wanting something different? They're
pretty
floor
much the
plans
same.
all the same.
They're pretty much floor plans are all laid out the same.
It was
you know.
really nice to find a couple that didn't have the same
Yeah.
floor plan.
So go check them out.
And I'm going to actually talk about the little tiny one that we went through, the little bumper pool.
Oh,
it was
that
a used one.
unique one that looked
Yes.
like a, I don't know, it was just different.
It was different, and I thought it was really cute, and they were very clever with how they arrange things. I mean, even in the front door, there were pockets to put stuff, a little trash container, and
It was attached to the door.
yeah, it's all attached to the door, the front door. Which, when you got your door open, you know, all that stuff's outside. But I just still thought that it was very cute and very clever the way they put things. Another travel trailer we went to that has like the closets on each side, you know, the smaller ones. Right behind it, there were little cubbies next to the bed, which I thought was very clever use of space. So it's kind of nice to see different ones. I mean, we are definitely not shopping. We love our Alpha to death. And even 2 different salesmen tried to talk us into how much we would like a new one. And it was like, no, we love ours.
A little bit too much money.
And one of them had never even heard of the Alpha.
Yeah, I was.
So,
I mean, I'm surprised, but yet I'm not. You know, because they haven't made them for years and years now, and it's like
right. And with the
it's
Alpha
an oldie
fifth
but a
wheels,
goodie.
The Alpha fifth wheels, generally they get stuck in an RV park somewhere.
Yeah.
And so you don't see very many on the road.
You see a lot of the motorhomes on the road, but not the fifth wheels.
Yep. We got home in time so that Merton and
Yes.
Sue from Traveling Merton and Sue could come and visit us.
Yes.
They're sweet friends of ours. We
Yes.
just adore them. And to me, they're so much like my aunts and uncles from Massachusetts. And lo and behold, they are from exactly the same area as my
right there.
family. Yes, from my family. And so they sound like them. They remind me of them. And just love them. And I even call Merton by his other name
Yes.
because I had his other name is Ronnie, and I had Uncle Ronnie. I had 2 Uncle Ronnies actually from Massachusetts, and so they're just kind of like my aunt and uncle. I just love you guys, and of course Sue never comes empty-handed.
Oh my
She
gosh.
brought brownies and ice cream, so we could have brownie ice cream sundaes.
Those brownies were unbelievable.
And you know what?
And
They're gluten-free because Merton is
Yeah.
gluten-free. But they're delicious. You would never even know the difference.
yeah.
So, just before they left, the paramotor pilots we've got one right next to us, and then another one across the little wash here. It's kind of,
Yep.
they had a windsock, and that's where they were flying from. So we were watching them take off and land. And in the middle of our visit with Merton and Sue, Brian swung by for a visit. We chatted with him for a little bit, and we asked him to come back today, please, Brian. Come
Hopefully.
back. Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to come back and see us today, and we can finish our visit with
Yes.
him. And so we're going to review yesterday, Saturday.
Yeah. So we
Since
went
we're
to
doing
the
our
tent
video today.
again.
We did. It's the last day for us. We wanted to swing by there and say goodbye to John and Conrad
Yeah.
from Leisure Coachworks, our buddies, and that's basically all we did in there.
That was it. We
went
walked in, hung with them for a few minutes, chit-chatted, said
Yeah.
goodbyes, got our hugs for another year probably
Here.
before we see them again.
We love them.
We love you, but we don't
only-
want to see you in this year.
No.
We don't mind talking to you on the phone.
Yeah, we do not want to go and see you in where you are. Why is my mind blanking?
Fontana.
Fontana, California. Yes.
So anyway, we did that. We were in and out of the tent, and then we ran into Diane and Charlie
Diane
again.
and Charlie again on our way in. Yes, so we had just met them.
Yep.
Actually, well, we had met them at our get together we had a couple years ago.
Yes.
So we had a little get together, and they came to that, and we
Yeah.
did meet them. They were from Kansas area
Yes.
where you were from.
Yes.
Well, not from, but had lived
Close
at
to
one
Nevada,
point.
Missouri.
So, so it was fun running into them again, just for
Yep.
a quick moment. We went into the big grocery tent and grabbed
Yep.
a couple bags of some groceries. And our whole purpose of going to that area was to meet up with our friends Curtis and Mary.
Yes.
So we met with them to go have lunch at Gringo's. Can't get enough Gringo's, right?
Notice a pattern here
Yeah.
with Gringos.
Well, we went there twice this time in just the week
Yeah.
that we've been here.
It's always good spending time with Curtis and
Yes.
Mary. I love just
Yes.
sitting and talking.
So we've had the good fortune to be able to become pretty good friends with them, and we
Yes.
meet up with them anytime that we can. And our travels have kind of brought us into the same area several times. So we just adore you guys.
Yes.
And on our way out of there,
We went clump shopping.
well, no, before that,
No.
on our way out of
Oh!
the thing, somebody said, Tom and Lori,
Alan.
Alan, and I think it was his sister-in-law that was
Yeah,
there with
I
him.
think that's what he said.
So, and I'm sorry, sister-in-law, I didn't catch your name.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Alan, thank you for watching.
And thank you for hollering out at us. We got
Yeah.
a picture with you, and we enjoyed meeting you.
Yes.
So I think you had said that your wife was going to be jealous. But after that,
That's when we went
that's-
clumping.
we went clumping. We went clump shopping at the antique junkyard. And it took me a little while this time to find a clump that I was really interested in. I didn't get as big of one as I normally do.
And we'll explain the clumping and in a Wednesday video. We got a little bit of video on it, and then we're going to show Lori
Untangling.
unclumping.
It, yeah.
Yes.
Which probably won't take that long
No.
this time because it's not
a
as big of a clump as
it's a
normal.
small clump.
Yeah, a small clump. But I think I got some fun stuff in it. I just wasn't feeling it. I went and looked at several different clumps, and it just wasn't feeling it.
I walk over to her and I'm like, what is it you're looking for? And she says, I don't know. Nothing's yelled out at me.
Yeah,
yet.
nothing's called to me yet.
Nothing's
so.
called to me yet. And I'm like, okay.
It calls to me. We'll see what's in there, but
Yeah.
and how things turn out. But I know a few of the pieces that I got is just for me to rip it up and use the parts.
Yeah.
So and then after that, we were kind of in the neighborhood when we drove by, and we hadn't been able to see our friend Rob from
Yeah.
Opa and Oma's Camping Adventures.
Yes.
And
And I said, you want to turn here? Let's go. So we missed the turn, turned around, made a U-turn, went back to where he is staying
the
here in
RV park,
Quartzsite.
yeah.
And
We drove around till
We
we
just
found
drove
him.
around looking for his rig.
And what's funny is we had gone down a couple rows and still weren't seeing him. And we know the type of RV he has, and we already saw a few of them. And it's like, I
Yeah.
don't know. So I quickly messaged him in Facebook, and I said, hi, Rob. I said, we're here in your park looking for you. And lo and behold, right as I had sent it, he opens the door and says, hey, no Fords allowed in here. It was like we were right in front of his trailer right as it did that. So we got to have a nice visit with
Yes.
Rob. We've missed him. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yes.
And
Love you, man.
yep, so we are actually looking forward to hanging out with him for a
Yes.
few days when
Middle of
month.
next month.
next month.
Yes.
So, yep.
So,
We had on our video here a topic we wanted to just kind of roughly mention. And it's like for the past, 3 weeks?
it hasn't
maybe
been,
a
it's been,
Yeah.
no one has mentioned the drones.
drones. Where'd they go? It was all of a sudden that was all over the news, all over the social media, everybody talking about the drones, and then poof, they disappeared. Until we wrote it down on our board saying,
And-
where'd the drones go? And then yesterday,
They're in the news all of a sudden
the
again.
news, and I've been seeing posts about them again.
Like, yeah.
So it's like, okay. What
So we're not
is-
going to talk about them.
No.
We're not going to drone on about it.
Alrighty.
We drone on about enough crap.
Yeah. Tom's favorite radio program director phrase is less is more. So on that note,
See ya!
Take your banner and raise